Hello there, my name is Sissybeth and welcome to my channel. So I am down to 40 days, and 40 or 39 days, one of the two, before my Disney College program starts. So in today's video, I want to talk about something that's super important to me, and that is shoes. Now, it's not important because I like shoes. It's important because I like my feet. And I like when my feet don't hurt. And the one thing about the Disney College program is you are going to be on your feet a lot. Between work and between running around the parks, you're going to be on your feet. You're going to do a lot of standing, a lot of walking. It is going to hurt. So, I really want to encourage you guys to get good, comfortable shoes. And I'm going to show you guys the two pairs of shoes that I recently bought for my Disney College program, and talk to you guys as well about the shoes that I used for my first Disney College program. So let's start there. So for my first Disney College program, I wasn't quite sure what type of shoes were going to be required for my role. My understanding is as of 2019, fall of 2019, pretty much all the roles across the whole property wear black shoes. Now, I know that when I did my first program, I know Photopass wore white shoes, but they've recently switched over to black. If you are not 100% sure, reach out into the Facebook groups. There's going to be someone who is already working that job. Full-time cast members like to get into the CP groups too to help out. So ask, hey, does anyone know what this role is currently wearing shoe-wise? But I'm pretty sure that right now everyone is black socks, black shoes, except for Photopass Main Street cast members who have black shoes, white socks with their little newsboy outfit. But other than that, that is my understanding, is black shoes. So when I went on my first program, I learned that I needed black shoes, black socks. So my mom and I went to a Skechers outlet because Skechers are typically my tennis shoe, and we found a pair of tennis shoes and a pair of non-slip work shoes, because some roles, I'm pretty sure that attractions and quick food service both require non-slip shoes. I highly recommend, if you can, getting non-slip shoes, just because with the rain, and if you are working anywhere where there's tile like the Emporium, you're gonna slip. So having slip resistance is good. But I found a pair of tennis shoes, I found a pair of work shoes. I think I spent $150 for them both, and they actually did very well. My work shoes were only for work. I highly recommend that. Do not wear your work shoes for anything else. They are just for work. And then I had my casual, I'm going to walk around the park tennis shoes, even though sometimes I did walk around in flip-flops. And I have a high tolerance for walking in flip-flops. I don't suggest that. It hurt my feet. So these two pairs of shoes actually worked out really well, except for my work shoes at the end. I'm pretty sure my I think it was my last 4 weeks, my work shoes destroyed my feet. They were slip-ons, and I had kind of rubbed the back of the heel gone. It's what I do to my shoes. And there was a metal part back there, and I only had 4 weeks of my program left, so why was I gonna go to the store and buy another pair of black shoes? Probably should have, but I didn't, because my brain was like, you only have 4 weeks left, why are you gonna go do something silly like that? Guys, it was bad. I would wear flip-flops to work, change into my work shoes, and then the moment my shift was over, go back into flip-flops and go home. I was in them as little as I could be. They were rubbing my heel raw. My feet just hurt like crazy. So coming up to this new program, I was very concerned about my work shoes. I was like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do for work shoes? Because Photopass walks around more, they're on their feet more than merchandise was. I need good shoes. And my mom was like, Sarah, you're going to have to actually spend some money and get real good shoes. So that's what I did. And let me show you what I got. New Balance. I got New Balance. They are really high. So what if you don't know about New Balance is they number their shoes and that's how much support they give. So I don't actually know how to read this because this is my first pair of New Balance shoes ever. And I paid retail pricing for these too. I think my mom and the guy said, yeah, I think it's right here. So they are 9/28. If you want to, yeah, see that right there and see how big my feet are too. That's fine with me. These guys are walking shoes. They're not pretty. Well, I mean, they're not bad. So here is what they are. So these are very high walking shoes. They felt like they had supreme support when I wore them. I paid $151 for them because I wanted to make sure that my feet were being taken care of. And I know that when my feet hurt, I don't want to do much else. And having the goal of making this program more than my first program was, going out more, going to the parks more, trying to be more social with people, I need my feet not to hurt after work. So hopefully this is a really good investment, but my mom actually has a pair of either 900 or 800 shoes that she's had for 4 years. And they are actually still going strong. So if these guys last me like a year, then I say that it's worth it. If they save my feet, they will be well worth the cash. Because I just don't want to have to go through that again. So I'm hoping that they are well worth it. I say though that New Balance is probably one of the best to go with if you're not a sneaker shoe person like me. I mean, like I said, I normally go Skechers, but that's only because Skechers is relatively cheap, and I also liked their rocking shoe. So that's kind of why they've always been my brand. But I'm excited to try these guys out. And I just kind of want to stress, get good shoes. Don't go out and don't go to Walmart and just buy cheap black shoes. Don't, invest some into your shoes if you have it. If you have to begin with like cheap Walmart black shoes and then after like a few paychecks you can get something better, do it. I think that this is going to change my program incredibly. Just having good working shoes. But then, of course, there's also those shoes you want to wear to play. Because, again, these are just going to be for work. That's all I'm going to wear these ones for, is just work. So even though, like, right now it being summer and warm, I'm typically in flip-flops or sandals. And even though it's pretty much always spring, summer in Florida, to walk around the parks, you really do need a good pair of shoes. Again, that probably didn't help my case. So, my mom and I were at Marshall's, and my mom stumbled across these bad boys. Now again, I've never worn this brand either. These shoes are interesting, but they were only $26. There was like a little tag on them talking about like their memory foam and everything. They felt really comfortable, so I was like, hey, for that much, I'll give them a try. just be warned that these are something. So this right here is my playtime shoe. It is Adidas brand. I have never worn Adidas before. They are some interesting looking things, though I do really think that they've got pretty coloring to them, and I really like this coloring. But on the side here, they had, I mean, I don't know, it says like this. So I thought, well, that looks comfortable. They just seemed overall very comfortable. So these are going to be my daily shoes. You know, I'm running around the parks. I'm going to be wearing these guys. There's just so, I feel like I'm showing these shoes off just way too much, but like this, like look at this guy. You gotta, it's just crazy. They're really interesting to like get your foot in there too. So, I don't know. I like them. Of course, I'll also probably have an inexpensive pair of flip-flops because I do like to wear flip-flops. I'm not quite sure what type of shoes I'm wearing to traditions yet, but make sure that you're looking over your Disney lookbook for tradition shoes. Last time I went, I wore flats, and flats do work if you can work with flats. I have a pretty high arch, and so flats are kind of hard for me to walk in. So I actually have hidden Mickey flats somewhere in this house that I wore my first program. So I'm debating if I want to wear them again, because I mean, they're hidden Mickey flats. They were purposely bought for my first program for traditions. Or I have like a pair of like high heel boot type things that actually might be what I wear, just because, you know, people will say like don't wear high heels to traditions because you do end up walking around a park. But for me, I walk better in heels, not flats. So just, it really all comes back to knowing your feet. I have pretty wide, sensitive feet for the most part. I walk on my toes, so that's how I know I destroy the back of shoes. So I need things that are going to support all of that. Your feet might be different. You know, you might be able to walk around better in cheap shoes with insoles in it. You might be better with really expensive shoes. You may be perfect in flats. I don't think you can wear flats to work though. But yeah, just figure out what type of shoes work best for you, but wear good supporting shoes. Don't hurt your feet, please. But wear good, comfortable, supporting shoes to work. Your feet will thank you. You will be so much happier. You'll be able to do so much more. I mean, at this point, I'm even looking into water shoes for the water parks, because I think that'll just make life 500% easier. But yes, get some good, comfortable shoes. Like I said, my suggestion is New Balance, but if you don't like New Balance or you like a kind of sneaker, do some research. Find a good working sneaker, a good walking sneaker. Find out what your job mainly is too. Talk to people who are currently doing the program, who are current cast members who did do the program. Talk to them about it. You know, different areas are going to need different things, but it's just something to keep in the back of your head, because I know that in the Photopass group, people have been talking about shoes constantly, and I've seen some photos shared and I go, those look like they're gonna hurt your feet. They really do, and I don't want anyone to have hurt feet. But yeah, that is all I have to say about the matter. Get good supportive shoes. I will say it again. If you guys like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of my wacky adventures, like I'm going on vacation here soon and we'll be practicing my vlogging in Northern and Southern California. So if you want to see that, or my second Disney college program, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to get notifications for when I upload videos, you can also hit that bell icon. Guys, down in the comments below, why don't you guys tell me what your favorite brand of shoes are? Do you like New Balance? Do you like Skechers? Do you like Nike? Do you like Adidas? I can't say that name. Do you like Jordans? I don't know what other kind of shoes are out there. I'm not a shoe person. Oh, I've got Toms. Do you like Toms? If you want to, you can follow me on Instagram, and I just made a Twitter. Both links will be down in the description. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys all later. Bye!